And there's no other way but C9, they're a really talented squad. I have faith that they will be able to bring it back. But taking a look here at the one-shot squad instead, we are going to have Chronic here on the Zarya, Wolf on the Lucio, Xe on the Winston, Ultimate Weapon on Reaper, Psycho Waffle on Mercy, and Dot on a 76. And I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe this is an elimination match where the loser of this match will be out of the tournament, period.
I do believe that is the case as well, as I remember one shot being already through the lower, or already in the lower bracket. So Cloud9 is going to run a Junkrat. I mean, he's great on this map, but a short form of the Junkrat. Everything else you can see at the top of the screen. Fights happening.
Junkrat on Sanctum is really good. It's really hard to avoid his bombs. People are in narrow corridors, and we've seen it do well. Probably the best Junkrat I've seen here was actually Bangachu the other day for NG Red. He was great on this. And off of this Junkrat spam, they are starting to push back. Dot does take out Reaver, though, so it's not the worst here for one shot. They're going to res their fall. In fact, they're in a great position.
Yeah, 2 reses come out. Both Adam does pay for his life. They're getting the better half of it, although a huge bomb comes in from short core, takes him on. But that's first cap, at least, for one shot. Here now,
one shot able to get the first cap. They're keeping in there, and one shot bring it right to C9. Reaver with the 76, though, laying in the poke. Sure4 still alive, but the problem is just Sure4 and Reaver right now. They need a little bit of extra help.
Yeah, you can't do it. There are going to be reinforcements in here quickly enough. Dot is able to get this distance damage in on his 76. He has been a really nice addition to this roster.
Reaver able to take out Xe, and C9 gonna get right back into the point. They're going to take it on their own. 25% of the one shot, not a bad opening from them.
Yeah, they should rotate though around maybe to take the other side or go through this room. They need to do something. You can't stay in the same spot against this kind of Junkrat spam. You're just gonna feed him.
Enemy contact.
The Ultimate Weapon sitting here in the back does have Death Blossom at the ready, waiting for the rest of his team to go in through the front. He's going to go through the back. Unfortunately, he has been caught out by Kai. He's going to grab the health, Wraith for him out of there, and rejoin his team. Soundbearer out, though, for the side of one shot. They're moving right in. Kai caught out. He's going to get taken out here in a hurry. 65 advantage. Here comes the tire from Sure4. Going to look to run at least someone over.
Oh, Ultimate!
As Ultimate Weapon lands a big 3-person or Death Blossom in the back, and the tire only taking out Ultimate Weapon.
Does pay his life for it. Rolf with a huge boot takes out Kai.
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
Alright, so C9 does recover a little bit after the res from the Death Blossom, and still a big fight here on the point, but the big concussive mine out of nowhere, taking out Rolf. And C9 gonna hold on.
Okay, so the next fight, Dot is gonna have his attack visor. They do have Graviton up as well. They cannot take a ton of damage before this happens. I mean, really, part of why they ended up losing that fight is they ate so many bombs on the way in, it just fed Sure4's ults.
My ultimate is charging.
That guy does have Graviton at the ready. Not going to use it just yet. The only real fault would be Tech Visor, which is a okay fault. I'm not usually thinking of it, but Graviton does come in here, and Reaver will bring out the Tech Visor, but gets taken out by the counter Graviton. 2 kills here coming out here from the side of one shot. Dot with a Tech Visor of his own. And one shot actually winning this fight. They've gotten the kills that they need to get. Winston is in trouble here in the back. Ultimate Weapon versus Reaver. We'll see who's going to win this. As Ultimate Weapon does need to back out. He's oh no, he does. He misses the wall climb. Not like this Ultimate Weapon.
He backs all the way out. He is going back to his home planet through the Earth's core right there. Falls to his death, not going to be able to resurrect it. It's okay because Psycho Waffle died anyway, no resurrection for them. They are in overtime. Chronic's got to do his best just to delay. He's going to get jumped on though. They are going to be able to stall out as Ultima comes over the top yet again.
So C9 looking to finish up the last 2 people here. 3 kills to their name. The one shot right now just getting onto a point, hoping for a miracle, but a miracle much harder to get. 1 hero limit. You can only throw out so many tracers. Overtime is slowly about to go away here, and that is going to be it. C9 taking round 1 pretty definitively, but one shot did surprise them at a few points.
Yeah, they took the first fight, had some moments where they looked, pretty competitive with them at 25%. It was alright. Essentially, they just ended up losing fights in a bigger manner than Cloud9 did there. They won some fights by a small margin, were able to grab the first point off of that. Every consequential team fight that happened was just more so in Cloud9's favor, able to take it there. I wonder if Cloud9's going to bust out their Bastion strat here. Does not look like it, but they have been a team known to run Bastion on this map specifically.
Did someone call a doctor?
Well, Bastion is not coming out, but we will be getting to see Sure4 and McCree, and his McCree is always a joy to watch. I'm glad McCree's coming back in the meta, and seeing a little bit more now on King of the Hill as well.
All right, so Dot is going to come up on his Tracer. He's had some good luck on that hero before. They're kind of bravehearting it. Both teams running face forward into each other. Xe dives very deep, able to get out, though. Dot takes down Reaver. Xe is also down 5v5 now.
Nope. 1v, or both teams down a player here. Pretty even here thus far. In fact, better poke has been coming from one shot, but Ultima Weapon eats the double headshot flashbang. That is one way to have your day ruined. C9 now with a little bit more of an edge. They're moving around to the point they want to get first cap, even while the fight is going on. And
for free.
Heck, they might be doing just
Why
that.
are they getting stuff for free? They weren't really down. They'd taken Grego out earlier in that fight. I don't like that at all. At least kind of
no, they should have at least contested that. Deadeye, though, coming out from Cheer4, going to finish off Winston where he stands. Cheer4 has been having a great game on McCree, just landing hit after hit. It's been rough here for one shot.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they were completely outnumbered in that fight. I mean, the first cap of King of the Hill is so crucial, too. Maybe they were hoping that Psycho was going to stay alive longer, get a res, and take that fight a little bigger on the way back, but I don't know. I felt like they could have contested that first point much more so than they did.
So Dot right now going back in and around. Cheer4 look for the flashbang. Doesn't need it, though. Just headshots him from afar. Ultra Weapon gonna get in on that. Here comes attack visor from Reaver, though. Over the top. People are not shielded. He's getting all the damage in that he needs. People finally taking cover. But Reaver definitely playing C9 in a better position here. Res, of course, came out from that moment, brought Cheer4 back into the fray, and Cheer4 getting the instant salty run back on the Ultima Weapon.
Yeah, they're just kind of bleeding players right now.
Oh my goodness, the pulse bomb from Dot got I think that was 5 kills coming out from a huge play out of nowhere. By the way, Tracer just wiping your team.
Wow. Yeah, I mentioned Dot's been a great pickup for the team. You can hit a pulse bomb like that, absolutely turn it on. It was absolutely 5 because I saw 4 in my kill feed and one of them had already gone past.
Well, C9 trying to counter with a graviton of their own right now. Chronic will immediately go down. Kai does have Death Blossom at the ready. And look, again, we notice how C9 plays King of the Hill. They always put 1% of the fight, or on the point, even as the fight is still going on. They're not obsessed with getting maximum power in the fight. They at least want to get the point, so even if it goes badly, they've gotten more to their name.
Yeah, the percentages go by so quickly in King of the Hill that any moment you're on that is just a huge deal. They're already at 75%. Almost getting down to the last fight here for one shot here. At 80%, it is pretty much coming down to that. Chronic is going to have his Graviton up. Ultima's got Death Blossom. They're going to have to work those well together. A little miscommunication. I feel like they're kind of trickling out here in a weird way. Kai punishes by taking 2 down in the back lines.
Kai just feasting right down the back end, shot for shot, gonna complete the triple kill. Cheer4 coming in from the back with the support. And just like that, it's already team wipe, and round 2 about to go to C9, unless there's some real heroics here from Dot, but that is not going to happen.
You can tell a little miscommunication happened there because Xe was retreating and ended up running past Chronic as Chronic was going in. So clearly they were not on the same page there. Then everyone trickled in. They were kind of grouped up, but a little bit in a line. Ended up getting separated enough that that backline Death Blossom was able to take down 2 of them. Trying to fight 4v6 for your life did not work out there. One more stage and Cloud9 will take this first map against one shot.
C9's been looking dominant here in King of the Hill. I feel like for one shot, even though there are 2 other King of the Hill maps in the pool, and if they lose this, they'll have to win on one of them to take the series. I don't think they're going to be too eger to go back to King of the Hill after this, or maybe they'll bring Ilios. You never know.
Yeah, Ilios is kind of, you never know. Rolf is a very good Lucio. He's played well on it in the past, so maybe put it in your Boopsio's hands and see what happens. But they still have one more stage to maybe bring it back here against Cloud9.
As the C9 moving forward, Cheer4 does have McCree at the ready. And his McCree's been great. He's been landing shot after shot. He's going to look for it here again, moving forward.
Yeah, they get bullied off the stairs here right now as Debit continues to come in. He's going to stay out of the fray. Ultima has to bail out as well. Bloodless so far.
It's bloodless, but you look at the poke and health bars. Cheer4 is getting a ton of poke. And Xe, though, going to get first kill. Does take out Grego. Debit, though, firing back. Down goes Dot. Trying to get a real bloody here on the point of Cheer4. Going a little bit deeper, but he's taken out. The res, though, already out from Adam. Going to bring up those fallen C9 heroes. Psycho does not have res yet. And Psycho, in fact, is going to go down. So, be the difference maker for C9. Chronic, though, melting faces off regardless. And unfortunately just does not have the numbers advantage due to Psycho dying and Adam
Yeah,
not.
I mean, it's pretty much 12v6 at that point. When you get a resurrection, the other team does, and you got a second life, and you're able to take down their medic, or Mercy, rather, you're just in a much better position. Adam does go down in that fight, though. Psycho should be coming back here now, so now this is the biggest advantage that One Shot has had so far.
Heroes never die.
The quick res on the Ultima.
Ultima takes it down. Sound barrier now coming out here from the side of C9. They just want to get on this point and get it going. They will be zoning things out. The Surefour just mercilessly gunning down Dot. Still, the Graviton went back. Did take out 2 members of C9. It's still a fight here. And Surefour suddenly exploding. Getting the kills he needs to get. Oh my goodness, someone stop him. Rez coming out from Adam. This is the Surefour show right now.
One of the biggest differences, though, between these two teams is that they were about to cap was One Shot, and they had 6 versus, I think, the 2 or 3 of Cloud9. Cloud9 won on the point anyway, because they don't want to give up anything for free. If you want the cap, you have to fight for it. They're able to come back. They stalled out long enough to get reinforcements from the rest of their squad, just completely denied that capture.
Alrighty, so
They just understand the mechanics of King of the Hill a little bit better, just based on what I've seen here. Just how they want to play it has been working out better. They're not giving up anything for free. They're fighting for every inch.
I don't disagree. Their play's been super smart, but I'm looking at Reaver. Reaver now going to the back line, has Mercy in his sights. Mercy just getting absolutely taken out here. Psycho already down here from Reaver. Postbomb about to be under the way as well. Ultimate weapon, though, with the Dragon Blade, does take out 2 right in the back line. Will die, though, to the Peacemaker of Surefour. Surefour going full Indiana Jones and ultimate weapon there. I'm looking for a few more kills we get. Actually getting rushed down by Lucio, but Lucio, you don't want to pick this fight.
Easy. Got you.
No.
Wolf gonna bite the dust.
Yeah, I mean, again, that started off really well for them. The first 2 kills were on Adam and Grego. They killed both supports on Cloud9. Now, any other team, you should be able to take advantage of that. They were unable to capitalize on those kills.
What do you think went through Genji's mind there as he's in the Graviton? Deflex is like, I really hope he shoots the high noon immediately and doesn't wait. He waited. I'm dead. Oh my goodness. Surefour has been having just an absolutely beastly McCree game. Anyone who thinks McCree is dead from the nerfs, think again.
No, I think it was just a matter of time before the pros realized, like, hey, we weren't relying on Fan the Hammer anyway. We shouldn't react to this the same way. And it just took 1 or 2 pros to really show how good it was for everyone else to get back on the bandwagon.
Alright, so Reaver piling in here, going throughout the Pulse Bomb. Kaikai and Debit getting in there as well. 2 extra kills there from C9. They are 10% away from taking this as One Shot. Even though, again, One Shot's been on the rise. Just getting a little bit out. They do get the triple kill off the Graviton, but the Madam is right there with the res. And now it's rough. Doc gets a double kill. They're still piling on a little bit. Grego in trouble, actually. Xe might have him dead to rights. Grego going to go down here as One Shot out of nowhere. They're able to take that fight in their favor. The Graviton combo setting them up. The res not being enough for them to take it back.
Yeah,
It's been a rough game for them, though, overall.
they finally took advantage of the advantage they had. I think there's been a lot of times where they should have captured this point, where they had advantages in fights, where they've won fights early and somehow were unable to take the map over. So they finally realized that they were ahead, capitalized on it, and stepped on the throat and able to take this point back.
Yep, also coming out here from Xe does not get anything on it. Meanwhile, take a look here from C9 as they rush in. Surefour about to have a Deadeye up. Already has killed 2 here in this fight. Moving forward, gets a triple kill. And again, still has Deadeye up, hasn't even used it. Looking for Lucio. Wolf hiding, not wanting to get shot. Gets shot anyway as the Surefour has killed 4 people so far in this fight.
Living up to his name. Well, it's going to be desperation time. Dot is just hiding on the edge, so he's going to get in, get out, try to stay alive, stall this out as long as possible. Here comes the resurrection. Reaver takes down Psycho with a pulse bomb for it.
There's a Deadeye fan. Just takes out the Tracer because why not? And C9 very close to taking this map. This is the last gas here for One Shot. They need to get back in, but nothing going their way. That is it. They are out of people. Overtime will be over, and C9 going to take map number 1.
Well, that is, yeah, definitely map 1. Surefour busting out the Mystery Man McCree. I know you're happy to see a McCree that's not Banana McCree. This is going to be beautiful, though, yeah.
This is the Mega Pulse, but I think it was a 5K. Just everything worked out well here. Not where you want to group hug. So it wasn't quite 5.
4. And then he got 1 later.
It's 4 towards the end, yeah. Seems like it was more at the moment, but it's still an absolutely massive pulse bomb.
Okay, so it's going to be up to One Shot to decide what our next map is going to be. You believe that they should take us to Payload, as that King of the Hill did not work out well for him. The other option, of course, is to go to Ilios. See if they can get some boops, get some variance there.
When in doubt, hit the Ilios button.
I mean, it is a bit silly. A little bit sillios. But we'll just wait for that decision to come in from One Shot. Thanks everyone for sticking with us on this late evening. It is nearing the 10 o'clock hour where I am, maybe even past that by this point in time. You are, of course, watching the Beat Invitational, brought to you by Soylent Matcherino, PvP Live, and Steel Series. Please support our sponsors when you get a chance. Sorry, my friends in chat, he just made fun of me. It's not very nice of you. Please support our sponsors. Without them, we would not be able to offer this prize pool. We'd not be able to get this top team and bring you these amazing games that we're bringing you tonight. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure to visit our sponsors if they are offering products you're interested in. We would appreciate it. They would appreciate it. The players would appreciate it, as they're the ones who get paid out in the end.
Hex said it better than I could. Hex always giving love to our sponsors, and you guys should too, just because they are who make all of this happen. But we're going to be moving on here in just a moment. It is going to be C9 versus One Shot. We are switching off who is on the attack first. Actually, never mind. We're swapping it back the other way. So C9 will still be on the attack first. They want to stay on it. One Shot will be on the defense. It will be King's Row, and One Shot decides, you know what, maybe that's enough of King of the Hill here for the night.
Well, I remember the maps that One Shot has played close against top teams, and I think King's Row has been one of their better maps historically. Now, they've not necessarily been able to win maps, but they played pretty close against teams that are a little bit better than them so far. Now, it is still kind of the thing in front of One Shot. Can they beat teams that are remaining to be better than them? They've kind of started to level up a little bit. Like I said, they beat teams like Splice. They beat teams like Melty, kind of those mid-tier. You have to get past them first, but you know, it's not enough for them right now. They need to get a little bit better. They're getting better every week, in my opinion. It has not been close enough. Cloud9 remains a very good team, despite losing to Code 7 earlier tonight, and you know the troubles that they've had. They're still top 5 NA, which seems weird. It used to be just Cloud9 number 1 NA, but that's where they're at right now. We'll see what is going to be on store for Cloud9's offense. First, though, is going to be One Shot on defense. They're going to run Dot on that Roadhog. Xe will be playing the 76. Hey, a Junkrat sighting. Ultima Wep on the Trash Mouse. Psycho Waffle will be playing Mercy. Rolf on Lucio, and Chronic, of course, on his Reinhardt's.
Defense will be coming out, and good to see another Junkrat here. Sort of taking a page out of Envy's book, still hanging on to the Junkrat. Not every team wanting to stay with Junkrat here in this meta, but still good to see him nonetheless. Meanwhile, looking at the offense coming out from C9, it actually could be a thing. We have seen them run Zenyatta a little bit more often as of late. I want to believe, Hex.
I want to believe as well. And maybe it's because Adam wants to just try it out. Maybe it's because he thinks that they're already going to beat One Shot. I mean, oftentimes if teams feel they have an advantage, they'll start matching, you know, start trying new things out that they would try out in other situations. So we'll see. I want to believe. Adam was a great Zen back in the double orb era as well.
Let's not waste time. I have tickets to a show tonight.
Alrighty, so taking a look here at the full roster as it sets up. It will be Reaver on the Reaper, Debit on the Reinhardt, Share4 on Pharah, Kai on Zarya, Grego on Lucio, and Adam, you horrible tease, you are going to be on Mercy. I hate you so much right now. Like, he held it that long. The only reason to do that is to mess with the cast. Actually the world's worst person.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I totally agree. Just Adam's the worst.
Chat was getting hyped too. They looked at this and yeah, that was going to happen, but not going to happen. C9 right now moving in, getting to the back line. And Share4 already applying pressure, but goes a little bit too deep, is immediately punched by Dot. 2 quick kills here for One Shot. We'll see if they can turn it back forward. Definitely at an advantage right now while defending.
Yeah, gonna take some, you know, take down that shield of the opposing Reinhardt, so definitely a full hold there. Reaver went a little too deep trying to take down the Junkrat. He did take him down, but then ended up dying to the axe of Chronic. They're gonna push right back in, though, before this reinforcement Junkrat comes back.
Force coming back in. C9 with 2 kills. Psycho is down, so they're not going to have a res here anytime soon. Adam has a res of his own, brings Debit back into the fight. Reaver taking out Dot, and now he's going to have a Death Blossom here pretty soon. He can move forward and use that to clean up the rest of this fight. Or maybe he's just going to left-click Junkrat down. A little bit column A, a little bit column B. But C9 getting the kills they need, and then more importantly, Reaver's actually going to be able to save that Death Blossom for the next fight.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be first point. Shore 4 got a ton of kills there. Ultima is going to try to take to the skies in a dogfight with Shore 4. Not exactly, I think, ideal circumstances, but they do need a Pharah here. He comes off of the Junkrat as it's not ideal for this second point. They are taking a page out of Harbu's book, though, as Dot is creeping in the back on his own Roadhog.
Oh, he is actually creeping. Like,
yeah,
look
like
at this.
Shore 4 knows he is, though.
Look at Roadhog's crouch animation. It's hilarious. Does find Shore 4. They're fighting it out right now. Who's going to win? Shore 4 landing a whole bunch of rockets, getting healed by Mercy. Dot, have you bit off too much?
No.
Oh, no. Shore 4 dies in the end. Dot going the reign supreme. Roadhog just a little bit too tanky. Alrighty. Reaver right now still holding on to Death Blossom in the bookstore. Dot able to take out Shore 4 again after the rose, so Dot really not having any of Shore 4's business right now. Roadhog versus that. Oh my god, is he gonna get Reaver too? Leaps down from the flank, definitely challenged there. Heartblue. Here comes the defense rolling right in off the sound barrier. Offense put low sound barrier as well, but ultimate weapon landing every rocket he needs to land. Then it comes in with the Earthshower, but it seems like it's a little bit late.
Yeah, I mean, they drained some of the ults out of the offense there. Here comes a pretty late res, should bring this fight back for him. Ultimate Weapon is way high on this barrage, gets nothing out of it. Meanwhile, Shore 4 takes down Psycho and Exy off of that, so this should be a full cleanup for the offense.
That was really messy in how that went on. Both teams were sort of diving super deep into each other, but in the end, C9 definitely getting the better of the two, does get in. And they're going to move this forward.
Ultimate Weapon was like in the skybox on that barrage. I mean, just way too far above to get anything out of it. So they're pushed all the way in now. I think they're going to try to contest the second point. They ought to. They give up a little too much for free oftentimes, does one shot.
Big Earth shot coming down here from Reinhardt, does knock down two, but not going to be enough. C9 just can't persevere. The Graviton Surge comes in. Exy all alone in a Gravity Vortex, going to get taken out. Here comes Death Blossom from Reaver, and that is going to clean up the last few here on the payload. They will move it forward. Spawns are going to be moving up, and C9 with all momentum on their side right now in the second phase of King's Row.
All alone in a Gravity Vortex? It sounds like an existential conundrum. Such is life. Well, they have everything to work with on this next push. They're going to have this barrage up. Debit will have Earthshatter momentarily. Dot's going to try to get a ton of work done on this Widow. He's had great success on this Widow in the past, especially King's Row last is a good spot. They are going to just spam the heck out of them. He's taking so much damage. Conversely, though, that is charging up Psycho Waffle. Ultimate Weapon goes down really early.
Now, they're moving forward. Soundbearer on the way. Shore 4 going to go over the top. Has Barrage at the ready. Drops the Barrage right now. Doesn't get quite anything from it. Ends up getting taken out by Dot. But while that distraction is going, Reaver gets it back, takes out Psycho Waffle. 3 kills here for C9. And Reaver now just going even deeper, completing the triple kill. C9 might be on the verge of saying a very fast time here in King's Row.
Yeah, they are going to snag it. That is going to be a time of 4:23. See if my math holds up. Yeah, I think so.
You're correct. 4:23.
Yeah.
NA math no longer.
I got it. All right, I'm rocking 50% now on the math skills tonight. I'm just gonna leave it at that so I don't go back down. I'm happy with 50.
Yeah. Shore 4 has a good point. How did no one die to that ult? It did look like someone should have died, but Shore 4 very confused.
Well, that's a very difficult time to beat. So much so that they might try to some different strategies than they're used to. We'll see what they want to pull out here on the offense.
Actually brought it on yourself. I know what you're laughing at.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
All right, well, taking a look here at the defense coming out here from the side of C9. Gonna be Grego on the Lucio, Debit on the Reinhardt, Reaver on the 76, Kai on Winston, Adam on Mercy, and Shore 4 going to be on the Reaper.
Offensively, they're going to try a little bit different things, though it's not necessarily all that different now on King's Row first. It is becoming pretty much meta that they're going to run an offensive Hanzo here. So Dot will be on that offensive Hanzo. Rolf is going to be playing the Roadhog. Exy going to flex on Nazaria, Chronic on Reinhardt, Psycho on Mercy, Ultima Web on Pharah.
Alrighty. Well, meanwhile, take a look here. Defense is fully set. Shore 4 going to be on the Reaper, so you look at the full... I think I already read the defensive roster. Am I losing my mind? It's been like 11 hours of casting.
We've casted a lot. Let's just wait for the doors to open and people start shooting each other.
Alrighty, well...
Maybe we went through it a little too quickly. I don't know. It's going to be a lot on Dot, though. Let's see what he can get done on his Hanzo. It always is when you're going to run a Hanzo, or even someone that's someone considered a specialist like this. A lot ends up on their shoulders. Either feast or famine is how we like to describe Hanzo.
Well, Hanzo will be looking for it here, and Dot's been a pretty good Hanzo. Still going against C9 for this, pretty rough. He's able to get the first pick off. It's going to be huge. If not, it might just be flailing aimlessly. Goes for the simple geometry and gets shoulder tackled into the wall. C9 not really interested in letting them shoot arrows all day long, but One Shot does fight back. They get 2 kills of their own.
Good response.
It's not actually the greatest trade out here for C9 because the response One Shot, they're going to be in here much, much quicker.
Both tanks are down too, so they're all pretty exposed. Short4 is going to be trying to get something going on here, but he's way too far back. He's got a Wraith out of there. Good positioning here from One Shot.
One Shot is doing a pretty job here on the first point. Wolf, though, is going to get taken out. Was not able to fight back versus Short4. Here comes the Death Blossom in the backline. Short4 taking out Psycho, ends up eating the arrow in the end.
Meanwhile,
but One Shot getting kneecapped as far as his offense goes.
Meanwhile, Chronic got an Earthshitter down. He got a couple kills. They are already cleaning up this point. This is going to be first point for One Shot. Very quick, man.
That's not bad for One Shot. They're keeping the dream alive. Time-wise, they still have a little over 3 minutes left. It's not a very high amount of time, and yet it's still doable. If they can get through the Streets phase pretty quickly here, if they can do, say, Dragon Strike in the Graviton, I think they have a chance.
Got Barrage,
although Xy's pretty far away from that Graviton.
He is, but they do have Barrage. Maybe that can come out first, or a Dragon just to make some space. Dot's doing so well on his Hanzo, he might have another one up by the time Xy gets there. I would have liked to see Xy a little further forward, trying to get some work done on his poke. He is now, and he's trying to play it super safe. I mean, he's got the shield, so he's at 75 now. He's getting closer.
And for your Dot here, you might just want to save the ult. Here comes Ultra Weapon, though, with the Barrage over the top, immediately dunked by Short4. Short4 a little bit higher, takes out Psycho Waffle immediately. Short4 might be going a little bit too deep here. He's really low. He could get melted by Xy. Just one more second of beam. He's going to get healed up at the last second. Res comes up for C9, and One Shot just needs to back out. The one upside, though, is that as Dot goes down, he still has his Dragon Strike. Xy has his Graviton. They will have that combo up Hex for the next major team fight.
Yeah, Short4 and Adam still really far in here. They just took out whoever was up on the balcony and pushed them, bullied them off here. But yeah, it's going to be the Graviton, and you need to catch about 3 to 4 in it. Hopefully one of them would be Adam if you're One Shot.
All right, so Xy moving forward, leading the way. And again, this is going to be big. They're going to go for Graviton and the Dragon Strike. They need it to land. Time-wise, they don't have a lot to spare. Only a minute 50 remaining, so for One Shot, they need everything to go in their favor. But not like this. The Earth Shatter into Barrage takes out 2. Debit with the fall through. Gigantic rocket onto Ultimate Weapon just because. Res comes up. Here comes the Graviton. Dragon Strike, are you on the way? The Dragon is on the way. And the Dragon is sated. 3 people immediately being devoured. That Dragon is not going hungry tonight.
None of them were Adam.
Yep, they rezzed right back up, and unfortunately, C9 looking like they still might hold this.
Yep, that's just a 5-man res right there. Play of the game potentially stolen from Dot's Dragon as he's forced to regurgitate all his kills. Now Cloud9 is able to clean up the mess in the streets as they go absolutely ham.
That's GG. 1 minute left, and they're going to call it. So One Shot knows it's GG. We're going to be going on to map number 3, potentially the last map of the night. Short4, please, I can't get this dizzy. All right, so good stuff coming out from C9. We did get to see the Graviton combo at the very least, so I'm happy with that.
Well, One Shot again, they took that first point pretty decisively. If they just, again, with Overwatch, it's about your defenses. Had they put up a little better defense, then their offense was in a much better position to take that. They had a decent fight in the streets. They took first pretty convincingly. One Shot is getting better and closer to these top teams. Probably not there yet. We'll see what they can pull off here on Legion. No, Ilios, yeah.
Yes!
On Ilios.
Thank you, One Shot. One Shot being the crowd pleasers. Everyone, lend One Shot your energy because they have brought us to Ilios. The dream is real.
You should just put the camera on both Lucio's back and forth because someone's going over the edge or into a pit here.
They should absolutely knock someone in the Sparta pit. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and also, you know, Roadhog definitely in the meta for a lot of reasons. One of them being able to hook people into this pit should be good.
Now arriving at Ilios.
All right, so we are now arriving at Ilios. The dream is real. Could be the last map of the night, but what a way to end what has been a very good night of Overwatch. Some great games, good series, some terrible, unspeakable things if you look at the last set, but hey, got a little bit of everything here tonight.
Yeah, we'll probably be forced to take that VOD down, I'd imagine, against terms of service.
I mean, the Twitch channel is probably going to be shut down.
Probably.
Let's just be realistic here.
All right, so this is what
We might even go to jail for our part of just
very
filming.
likely snuff is illegal. So what we saw on some of the very first times and few times we've seen Ilios is that it's a sniper's paradise, and we're going to see that here. At this point in particular, the sight lines where you, a Widowmaker can set up are insanely ridiculous. So Dot and Reaver are going to be playing both on the Widowmaker. Ultimate is the answer to Reaver if he can get to the back line. Shortfall reprising his role as McCree. Everything else somewhat standard here going on. Wolf and Grego looking to both boop and boop away. Yeah, other than that, I mean, it's a Widow's paradise. That's one reason why people don't like playing on this King of the Hill, especially. You know, Reaver's back on his home territory, Widowmaker. We'll see if he can get it done.
So C9 now moving forward, looking for an opportunity. And for C9, for them, all they have to do, they win 3 rounds here. That's it. It is over. Look, Debit is on an adventure right now. The flanking Winston is apparently a thing.
I mean, he's getting the attention on him, though, so maybe just putting people into the sight line of Reaver.
Oh, Ultima Open, you're not the one who wants to go fight this Winston. Let me
Terrible
tell
idea.
Dot, though, going to get first kill of the game, takes out Reaver in the Widow v Widow battle, but he's going to find a monkey on his back. Literally, Debit takes him right out. 2 kills here for C9. Make it 3 as Grego able to get in on Psycho Waffle.
Yeah, and fighting in the pit did not go well for one shot, even though they got the initial kill onto Reaver, which is kind of how you're going to want to start these fights. The ground force was not able to do their part, completely bullied off this point.
So C9 able to hold it in here in the end. Didn't start all that bad for one shot. They got the pick off on the Reaver, but unfortunately, everything else going C9's way in a hurry, and now one shot stuck in the unenviable position of having to take point C.
Yeah, Debit's still taking this high ground over here, just jumping to the top right, making sure Dot is uncomfortable, not able to snipe onto Reaver. Reaver's still just a huge sight lines here, trying to pick away.
Problem is for one shot is nowhere near the point. They don't know how to approach this. I think they're trying to build up some ultimates. Maybe Ultimate Weapon will have Dragon Blade in just one. In fact, he's looking for Reaver, but Reaver was having none of it. Says, hey guy, what's up? Cheerful had the backup, and just like that, down goes Ultimate Weapon. No Dragon Blade on the menu right now.
I think your best approach when there is a sniper on the field is probably coming through right on this bridge here and just get all down onto the point, fight on the ground if you must. And they're just all
right now, gang on the Zarya. Zarya almost going down. She will go down. Sunbear coming out here from both sides, and here comes Dragon Blade out from Ultimate Weapon. He's got to look to get into the back. Has Sure4 in the sights. Gets the slice that he needs. 3 kills here for one shot. And will he get Reaver? Ultimate Weapon taking care of all the problems in the back line.
Yeah, there was a nice Death Blossom there to start it off. Ultimate Weapon cleared it up. Dot gets the finishing blow onto Adam there. That's going to be one shot, flipping it back over.
One shot showing signs of life here on Ilios, if nothing else. C9 gonna have to work their way back, but they do have a both teams have Graviton Surge. So there's one Graviton coming out here from the side. One shot, Kai fully charged up, but it's not gonna matter. 2 of them going down right in here, but C9 actually fighting their way back. Devin and Reaver be able to get through that Graviton. Kronk, even though he's fully charged up, he's getting juggled by Grego in the corner. The Res gotta bring up the Fallen. This is pretty big. C9 able to fight their way back. 1 or 2 more kills, and they will retake this point.
Yeah, they're going to have it now. They did get a resurrection off there. Psycho is going to have his res up next, as he was killed before that res came off for him. Debit just kind of holding this top right again. He's been there all game.
Well, 85%, so for one shot, they need to retake this in a hurry. They have no time to waste. They need to get in here right away, and they're not going to have any ult to save them aside from Death Blossom. So Exy, you're the man of the hour. Exy moving to the back line. He's going to be blowing this Death Blossom right here, right now. He gets booped back and eats a Helix Rocket, so he is not the savior. He goes down immediately. But even without the ultimates, one shot has gotten 3 kills off this, so who needs ultimates anyways? They're able to take it right back, and really good play coming out from one shot to actually take that with the Death Blossom Blunder.
Yeah, they're on the chase. This is really smart now, too. Chronic is able to take down Kai very late. Now they're going to have to back up. Hopefully they don't lose anyone here and get punished for chasing too far, but they needed to get a couple staggered kills here. They need to buy as much time as possible. I like where they're holding a little bit out front here. Both heroes are very safe, and that's Chronic with his shield, and of course Rolf as Lucio is very hard to kill anyway.
He does have Drain Blade at the ready. He's going to bring it out. Looking now for the Mercy in the back. Takes out Adam. Looks for Sure4. Going on the problem. Nice deflection. Is he going to get it? Just styling on Sure4. Beautiful, picture-perfect Genji play coming out from Ultimate Weapon there.
I require healing.
Yeah, now it's really the onus is on to Cloud9 here. They need to take this last push, and they need to do it decisively.
In my sights.
Everyone has everything in their sights right now. Dot has people in his sights, so does Reaver. Reaver, though, had slightly better vision. Takes out Dot. 2 kills here from C9. C9 at the 11th hour, getting here on the point. Rulf trying to delay over the top. Dot, though, going to get taken out. The Graviton, actually a bit of overkill. 4 kills here from C9. They retake the point, and they're going to take the round. That's a heartbreaker for one shot.
Yeah, real close, though, to taking that stage. I mean, I feel like I say that about one shot every time they play now. Real close. Getting close. Ilios. Alright, so this is second stage. 2 more stages and Cloud9 will win the map and the set. It's probably my favorite stage for Ilios. I'll give it that. I like this one.
This stage is pretty good, but it's no Sparta Pit. How can you not give up the love for Sparta Pit? Oh my goodness. Someone has to repair the ship in between every round. I just hope these players realize that.
Just shooting those panels, stealing those basketballs, inflate themselves? No. There's just workers off screen on Overwatch replacing all of the railings that get annihilated on Hollywood, all the panels blown up in King of the Hill ships.
Alright, so offense moving in here, not wasting any time. Kai on the lead. Grego moving forward. He's got Boop on the mine, so as soon as he can get it. Oh, is he gonna get it? No, does not get it. It was a beautiful opportunity. Not gonna get here to begin with. Meanwhile, Jir4 coming in on the McCree. What else? Laying in the damage from afar. Not able to get on Psycho Waffle though. Misses 4 shots in a row.
Watch your backside.
Psycho Waffle able to live there. Dot with the follow through. Takes out Jir4.
Yeah.
Grego's down, and this is gonna be first point here to one shot.
Adam's trying to come in, gets the res off. Gives his life for it.
3 kills here from one shot, adding on a little bit more. Dot saying, look, Jir4, you're not the only one that can play McCree. Moves forward, going to take out Reaver with the aid of Chronic, and one shot looking pretty darn poised here. And they're gonna have a bunch of very key ults. They're gonna have Dragon Blade, Tac Visor, and Deadeye for the next fight. C9 gonna have to win this on just grit and determination.
Yeah, they just crushed that fight, two fights in a row there. They got the tempo res in. Here comes the Winston, getting the Zarya shield. He's going to jump in right away, gets a little kind of posed up there.
Dragon Blade on the way. Boop almost knocks Reaver off. Not quite, but this Dragon Blade certainly slicing and dicing. Down goes Kai. Looking now for sure for the deflect onto him. What Genji play coming out from Ultima Weapon right now. Oh my goodness, and that's 50% now to one shot.
Yeah, they look great on this map. Maybe it's a stage that they practice a lot on. They've just looked really, really good here. After the resurrections, they're killing Adam every time he reses. Their focus fire has been supreme though. Every time someone comes in, you've got 3 people shooting at them. They definitely seem more coordinated than they have in the past.
Well, 72%. This is basically going to be the last time for C9 to get in here. All hands are going to be on deck. They have a res. They'll have Sound Baron a little bit. And Grego, will you live up to your destiny and get the poop? Oh my goodness, the Graviton sets them up. 3 members of C9 in. Ultimate Weapon with the punish. Adam's going to have to res this here. 4-person res coming in. He pays the price though with his life. High noon coming out here from Dot. And Dot going to live is not getting booped off the edge. One shot just dominating C9 here on this stage of Ilios.
Yes, it's one stage on one King of the Hill, but wow. Just wow. That wasn't even close.
Now, hold on.
There was never a moment where Cloud9 looked into that stage.
1-1.
Let's up the tempo.
1-1, one shot with some life in them yet, and Hex, the time has come. The Sparta Pit stage has arrived. We're gonna go to the depths. Here be dragons.
You should see Roadhogs on both sides. Right now, it's only Debit on the Roadhog. Only he's looking to hook into the pit, so advantage Cloud9 so far.
If anyone wanted the bigger view of Ilios, here it is. Every stage is here.
Well, you've got the
including the ruins, which is on the top.
Titan way out in the ocean. Is it Ilios or is it Bravos?
Little column A, little column B, but we're getting into it here. C9 rushing right in, not wasting any time. I'll tell you this much though, someone's getting booped into that pit or hooked. There's so many ways into the pit. 2 quick kills here coming out though from C9. Dot and ultimate weapon a little bit overextended, and they're not going to need to do too much here.
No, this is going to be Cloud9's capture for sure early on here as they retreat, wait for their 2 players to come back.
Form up on me. I am empowered.
So first cap to C9, and keep an eye on Debit here. Debit is almost certainly going to be looking for the hook into the pit. Not able to get here in the beginning as one shot now starting to make their move inwards. Oh no, Xe, not like this. You don't want to fight a Roadhog in this way. Debit though, not able to get the follow through. Xe's still alive despite the hook. A little bit of misplay coming out there, but it doesn't matter. Surefour and Reaver doing all sorts of work in the backfield. They get the kills they need to get. It's going to be another hold here coming out here from
The
C9.
first fight and first kills are always super important on King of the Hill, perhaps more so on this map than any other, because this capture area is enormous. So even when like you win a team fight, there's always going to be someone around to stop it and stall it out. And I mean, on unlimited heroes, it's an absolute nightmare. You'll never get it back. But first fight is absolutely crucial because how large it is.
Alright, Surefour right now coming in from the back, looking for Psycho Waffle, wanting to prevent the res, not able to get it, gets nothing that he's looking for there. Xe with attack visor going to cause C9 in the scatter. We got a Dot versus Winston battle here. Winston juggling in the corner. Reaver will get the fall.
That guy just a little late.
Here comes attack visor now from Reaver, and Reaver's in a much better position for this than Dot was just a moment ago, and this should be ultimate weapon does enough of that. It just falls into the pit. He's with Summit now, Hex.
Oh, alright. Alright.
I am loving this.
I do take it back. Kai was just a little late stalling out that last one after I talked about how hard it is to flip it back. He did have Primal Rage. He was trying to jump on it. Just a moment too late to stop out that stall. They do win the following team fight, bring it back for him.
Alright, so one shot going to be taking another shot at it, so to speak. They only have about 1 more push left in them, so if they don't get it here, it's probably about to be over. Dot's gonna have a whole hog here in a moment. He is under all sorts of assault here. Going to get taken out by Debit. Debit, the faster whole hog. Ultimate weapon takes out Adam in the back, so there won't be a res here from C9, but they're winning this fight so badly that they not even need the res to take this.
Well, they do res on the side of one shot. Psycho Waffle does bring that up. Dot then gets a pretty quick kill, so they're fighting. There goes Dot.
Oh no, Roadhog just got booped into the pit. There it is. The prophesized time has come. Grego getting the boop kill. And one shot, I mean, this is a good final push for them. They're keeping C9 back. They've gotten the better edge due to that res. Adam dying early was the key, and they're going to retake this, so really rough times here from C9. But now, if you are one shot, you can't overextend. You need to back out. Take what you can get, but now go back, fortify yourself, and wait for the long haul.
Ultimate is ready.
Gopher's got Barrage. Adam will have Resurrection. Reaver with Tactical Sight as well. Xe will have the same. Wolf with a Sound Barrier in this next fight. See what kind of entry kills they can get here.
I've got you in my sights. I've got you in my sights.
All right, everyone has everything in their sights right now. Attack visor's coming out, but one shot just a little bit swifter. They get 2 kills to start this out to begin with. Dot right now flanking around the side. 3 kills for one shot. Look at Adam though. Adam's still alive. He can bring everyone right back up. He's gonna do just that. Psycho Waffle's still alive in turn, but here comes the Justice from Auto Weapon. Picks up 2, picks up 3. Justice rains from above, and one shot just getting what they need to get right now against C9. C9, they only have about 2 pushes left now.
Yeah,
Hex.
even though Psycho went down in that fight, one shot was able to win it decisively. Chronic then takes out Surefour pretty late. So yeah, one shot on the verge of bringing this all the way back from the brink.
Reaver coming in, throws in the fire on the ultimate weapon, not able to get it. Kai gets punished for being way too far in the back. And here comes Debit now, whole hog on the way. Surefour will have a barrage up pretty soon as well. He's getting way too much off this whole hog. Effectively kills almost 3 people. Rez is up. Surefour, do you have what it takes? Will Justice rain from above? Unable to kill Psycho Waffle here, so maybe not.
Yeah, they're kind of just patient because that Sound Barrier did come off for Cloud9, that they backed out. Ultima takes down Adam, takes down Reaver. He's putting team on his back right now. Ultima with another
Weapon
kill.
gets effectively a 3K here, moving in. Surefour is not able to do the same. Psycho Waffle gave him the slip. Grego falls into the pit. Oh, man.
Take it all the way back.
Oh, ultimate weapon?
Oh no. He gets out.
All right. Almost a very big unforced error from Ultimate Weapon. The tension was real. And now for C9, this is their final push. One shot has brought it back from the brink. And while this is going to depend on Kai needs to come in big.
Yeah, Rolf is
Justice raining from Ultimate Weapon, though, takes out Reaver immediately. Kaikai and Surefour, it's up to them. One rocket from Surefour. Will he take out Ultimate Weapon? Ultimate Weapon giving him the slip. Not able to get it just yet, and this has been awkward for C9. All right, Rez does come out. Ultimate Weapon in trouble. Still giving Surefour the slip. Kaikai, in fact, switching off to Winston, so I don't know about this right now. This has just been weird. Surefour has not been able to get anything done as Exy on the point. Gets attack visor, mows down 3. Adam is dead. That's going to be that.
All right, 2 maps for one shot against Cloud9. One more, and they will take this map away, and we will go to a game 4. Not out of it just yet. It is getting late, but one shot still fighting.
One shot still fighting. I just got to say, that was just uncharacteristic fairy game coming out from Surefour. There is not landing the rockets he needed to land. He wasn't able to get his initial target. He didn't go for the barrage. I don't know, just not vintage Surefour.
Well, RNG's this is on the side of one shot because this is the stage they looked absolutely dominant on. So we played the first 3 already, so after that it just is a random roll. So yeah, getting a little lucky. The one shot has definitely getting the help of RNG's.
All right, so they're going to move forward. C9 needs to do better on the stage than they did the first time around. We'll see if they can do just that. And Gregor right now, he's going to look for the boops in the beginning.
Always be looking for the boops.
Both teams trading off here in the very beginning. Grego, again, just watch him because he's going to be looking for it. Reaver in the back, under pressure, almost going down right away. Going to get saved by the healing station. Dot, though, a little bit overexposed. Gonna get taken out by Reaver in the end, so first kill here, the C9. Surefour piling on. Ultimate Weapon is down. Ultimate Weapon has really been the problem here for C9. Yeah. He has been absolutely ruining their day, but he's down early in this fight, and C9 still not able to get on this point. Good position coming out from one shot, but they are slowly getting grinded down. As now Winston getting in. This should be it.
Yeah, I mean, you take out Dot and Ultimate Weapon, your first 2 kills, and then who's gonna be alive to really kill you anymore? So if
they res? Oh, no. Wolf almost getting booped off the ledge. I'm not sure about that res. I feel like that was more of a panic res. They'll buy them some time, but they're still going to lose this point again.
I mean, I guess it forces out some ults from the other team. They have yet to lose the points. Now it does flip over. So, I mean, they got 25% off it. I don't know. I mean, I could go either way on that ult.
Fundamental.
So it's going to be a full reset here coming out from the side. One shot. Ultimate Weapon, probably about half a fight away from getting Dragon Blade, so that could be a huge factor. And Sound Barrier is on deck, so for here, I think the play for one shot is let Ultimate Weapon get his ult, go for Sound Barrier, go from there. Sometimes teams will blow the Sound Barrier early, and I'm not the biggest fan of that, especially given what Ultimate Weapon has been doing in this here so far, but they blow the Sound Barrier anyways. Ultimate Weapon going in, it's going to get countered by a Sound Barrier from the defense of C9, and so far no one dying on either side. And Ultimate Weapon going to have trouble here. It does deflect the rocket, but has to immediately run away.
Yeah, kill feed all in Cloud9's favor, as really one shot just gets absolutely cleaned up on this point. Debit going wild on his Winston. It's been completely different than the first time we saw the stage.
Yeah, no, it's been a different look coming out from C9. I think they realize what's at stake here. They're coming in a little bit more poised. Surefour's been having a better game as well. But take a look here at the offense. They are going to have Graviton in the Dragon Blade, and that is absolutely deadly. So taking a look at Chronic here. Chronic's on the point. He's hoping people charge in. He's looking for the Graviton. And once he Gravitons, the Dragon Blade will be on the way. But 3 kills here from C9. It might be too late for that wombo combo.
Yeah, well, it is now because Chronic's dead. They do barrage on the point just for good measure. Take down Ultimate Weapon before that Dragon Blade can come out. Last push coming out for one shot. As that's how fast the things tick by. It should be their last good fight anyway with ultimates in it. They still have that combo as neither of them went off in that last fight.
Alright, so Ultimate Weapon moving forward does have Dragon Blade at the ready. Chronic, of course, has Graviton Surge. They want this Wombo more than anything else in the world right now. Graviton comes out from C9 first, though, and sets up Dot and Exy for death. They both die immediately. The Resurrection comes out from Psycho. Graviton now coming out instead. Ultimate Weapon is dead. Didn't get anything on his Dragon Blade. It's not the old coordination they're looking for, and C9 can take this round. We're going to a 5th and final, round number 5. Alright.
In a moment.
Target eliminated.
Yeah, no, there's no extra life. It's like, maybe. Nah, not happening.
All right. what stage will we go to next? If Cloud9 wins this next stage, they will win the map and consequently the set. Should One Shot bring it back, they will have proven they can beat Cloud9 in a map. No one will remember it's Ilios. I might, but I remember everything.
Oh, man. Well, C9 right now might actually be saying never lucky because they did not get the stage they did the best on, which was, of course, the very first stage, the Ruins. Instead, they're going to have to settle here for the stage where you see the Titan in the background. In fact, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go on a camera tour here.
I mean, yeah.
I'll never have a chance to do this again. Who knows where we'll see Ilios next. I'm going to the Titan. This is happening. I have 2 seconds until anything realistic happens.
The Titan of Bravos.
Will I turn it? Nope. Not. Don't get there in time. That is a big statue, though. All right, so both teams getting into it right now. Surefour laying in the rockets. Seems like good damage to start this out. Already at 20% null charge. Reaver able to take out Chronic in a flash. Chronic overextending just a little bit. Ultimate Weapon, though, countering. 5v5 right now as both teams set up. But look at Dot. Dot, even as a Roadhog, getting just bounced and booped around right now, is going to go down. It comes down to Surefour. Surefour had a really bad game on the last time we were on the stage. He might be able to turn around. It's just uncharacteristic, and he starts out here with a double kill, so it's a much better round for him here thus far.
I am on a roll. Get back. Thanks for the assist.
Oh my goodness, Psycho Waffle under assault. Here comes the barrage at the very end, takes him out at the last moment. And Surefour got 4 kills there, so definitely improvement coming out from him.
Yeah, he had a nice air shot somewhere in that fight as well. He was definitely getting the better part of that dogfight in the sky. So they take first capture here. You know, as I mentioned before, probably one of the most important maps to get that first capture. Really hard to take over all the way just based on the sheer area that the point encompasses. Alright, so nothing really happened yet. They're setting up on stage right here. Getting kind of really poked out by this Zarya.
I've got you in my sights.
One shot to and here comes the sacrifice though from Reaver. He can just lay in the damage. There's no shield tank in his way. Takes out Dot. Looks for a little bit more. Justice raining from Ultimate Weapon right now. Does get the double kill, but is immediately taken out. And that's not going to be enough. Ultimate Weapon needs some contribution from other people on his team.
Yeah, they will res right out of that too, and Psycho Waffle goes down, so they are not able to counter res this. This has been all Cloud9.
All right, Chronic not falling into the pit. That could have been catastrophic. Will get out of there, but Surefour finishes out the fight with a double kill. So 47% right now for C9. They're looking much, much stronger to start this
Chronic
out.
going back. I think he's going to switch on Zarya. Yeah, that's exactly what he does.
Right
I think it's because Ultimate Web needs a little help in this sky battle. So giving him an allied shield would be a huge boon to their chances here.
I am empowered. Oh, I'm here.
Alright, so both teams fighting out right now. One shot quickly running out of time. They're going to blow the attack visor, but Kai immediately with the shutdown. Soundbearer out from C9. They're just going to be aggressive with this. They have a 65 advantage with the Soundbearer. They move forward. Soundbearer is faded, but look at Debit. Debit has Graviton at the ready.
Oh, Surefour takes out the opposing combo with his Barrage. Psycho and Ultima down. That's one of their biggest sources of damage. Of course, no resurrection yet again. Psycho's held his res for about 2.5 minutes now, and not a great look if you're Mercy, as Adam's gotten a couple off.
91%, and Dada's stay here. They have to keep overtime in progress. He goes down. They might not even get to the point in time. This could be it. One shot could be out of the tournament in 2 seconds. A res comes in. Will they touch the point? They do not get to the point in time. His Ultimate Weapon gets a final BM rocket in the back. So C9 will stay alive in the tournament. One shot has been officially eliminated. And Hex, that was our final match here of the night. I hope this is the reflect on to Deadeye. It would be fitting. I think it is.
Oh,
Or maybe
just dancing back and forth through a big ball of meat, takes out Adam up top. Well, it's another notion of close but no cigar for One Shot. They were able to take a stage, take it to a fit set there. So, they look, again, a little bit better. They're still kind